Hey guys, this is Mr. Kilburn. Here are your solutions for the problems 31 to 50. There was some you didn't have to do, and they was in the Google Classroom, so pay attention to those notes. Any information I give you there, that's super duper important. Okay, so you had to do 31, so here we go. So any formulas that you need, just go online and get them. Okay, whether it's volume for the formula of a rectangular prism or a cylinder or a sphere or whatever the case may be. Just go online and get that information. Just Google it and you'll have it. So for number 31, it says a right circular cylinder has a volume of 1,000 cubic inches and a height of 8 inches. What's the radius of the cylinder to the nearest tenth of an inch? Okay, so your formula is pi r squared h. In this case, the volume is 1,000, so that's you're plugging the 1,000 in for v. Pi r squared, and the height is 8. Okay, so the first thing you could do, I want to get r by itself. So we didn't really talk a lot about square roots, but hopefully when you get to the end of this, you know, if you didn't get this one right, basically, I'm not surprised, but it's also a good little challenge for you, as the case may be. Okay, so first thing I want to do is divide both sides by 8 pi. Okay, so 8's cancel. Come on. There we go. 8's cancel, pi's cancel. Okay, so 1,000 divided by 8 pi. 8 pi. Okay, you get like 39.8 about. So 39.8 equals r squared. Okay, so basically what number multiplied by itself would give you 39.8? Well, if you look at the choices, only choice 1 makes sense. Okay, now it's something called the square root. We'll get to this when you get back. You'll take the square root of both sides. And if you do 6.3 times 6.3, you'll get 39.8, 39.7, whatever. Okay, so all in all, you got choice 1 for 31. Okay, 32. What's the next term in the input-output table? Well, if you notice, these are increasing by 3. Okay, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So it must be 3 right there. That one was pretty easy. Okay, figure 3 for question 33. So Josh joined a weight loss program. The graph below shows the number of hours he spent exercising and the number of calories he burned. Based on a trend line, how many calories can you expect to burn if he exercises for 9 hours? So if you draw a line of best fit here, that was not very good. Let me try again. Something like that. Okay, not perfect, but the right idea. So if you exercise for 9 hours, so go up to 9, cut on over. Looks like it's between 1,500 and 2,000. And only one answer has that. And it looks like it's about 1,800. So that makes sense. Okay, again, it's just an approximation. It's not exact. Okay, 34. A student was given 2 functions to analyze. Function 1 is y equals 1/3 x minus 3. And function 2 is that table. What's the distance between the y-intercepts? Okay, well, first of all, the y-intercept for this one should be very, very easy. Okay, b equals -3. For function 2, we don't quite know it. All right, so let's get the slope first. So this goes down 4, this goes up 6. Okay, so our slope is -4/6, which reduces to -2/3. Okay, so that's my slope. So then you know that you need your equation y equals mx plus b. We're going to substitute. So we're going to pick one of these points. Let's plug in 0 for y, -2/3 for our slope, and what was it? 3. Come on. And 6 for our slope. Plus b. Okay, so -2/3 times -6 is 4. Sorry, guys. I don't know why this is lagging. Being a stinker. So 0 equals 4 plus b. Subtract 4 to both sides. And the y-intercept of that table is at -4. Okay. So what is the distance between the y-intercepts for that function? So I'm getting 1, down 4, up 6, -2/3. Okay, hang on one sec. Okay, I found my mistake. This stupid thing didn't fill in right correctly here. That's a +6. Okay, so it's -2/3 times 6. This should have been a -4 right here. Okay, so then I would add 4 to both sides. And I'd get a y-intercept of a +4, not a -4. Okay, so the difference between -3 and +4, well, here's -3, here's +4. Okay, what's the difference between those two, or how far apart are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Choice 2. Okay. 35. After translating the point 4, 0 up 3 units, what are the coordinates of the new image? Well, I don't know. You could just quick draw this. I'm at 4, 0, and I go up 3. I'm now at 4, 3. Voila. Okay, 36, you didn't have to do. 37, a polygon is transformed according to the rule x plus 2, comma y. Okay, so each point of the polygon is going to move 2 units which way? Well, remember, the x-axis travels left-right, the y-axis travels up-down. So x plus 2 would be 2 to the right. Okay, 38. What's the slope of that line? So I'm going from here to here, down 2, 3 to the right, so -2/3. Okay, 39 you didn't have to do. Okay, 40. A company performed power tests. There we go. Whoop, hang on, lost it. A company performed power tests on a set of batteries of the same type. The company determined that the equation y equals 100 minus 8.9x, where x is the number of hours of use and y is the percent of battery remaining, models the battery life. Based on the equation, what's the best prediction of the percent remaining after 11 hours of use? So really all you needed to do was plug a 11 in for x. Okay, so 8.9 times 11 is 97.9. 100 minus 97.9. Okay, when you subtract those, you get 2.1. Okay, next. Are the size and shape of a figure preserved under the following transformations, yes or no? Okay, so there's 3 of them. Which of those 3, if you do them, the shape is not going to change size at all. Okay, well, if you slide, the size isn't going to change. Okay, so size is preserved. If you reflect, size doesn't change, so size is preserved. If you dilate, could get bigger, could get smaller, so that is not preserved under dilation. And if you just rotate, is the size or shape changing? The size is not changing. Sorry, the size isn't changing, so we say that the size is preserved. Okay, 42, multiplying, bases are the same, add the exponents. So -4 plus 6 is a +2, or 8 to the 2. Next, you didn't have to do 43, 44. I want to get ABC to match up with A prime, B prime, C prime. What scale factor was used? Well, we're going from small to big. So you should have recognized that the scale factor needs to be greater than 1. Well, if it needs to be greater than 1, you get this narrowed down pretty quick. It's not 1. Negative 2 is not greater than 1. Oh. Hang on. I see why some of you may have missed this. Okay, so you know the scale factor needs to be more than 1. But if you notice, this triangle was reflected over the x-axis. So if you picked, I would want you to pick 2. Okay, the answer they probably had, I'm pretty sure they had, was negative 2 because it's a reflection also over the x-axis. But if you pick 2, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Number 45. What's the equation of a line that passes through the point 4, negative 6, and has a slope of negative 3? Well, the fact that it has a slope of negative 3, these all have slopes of negative 3. Okay, so that doesn't really help us a whole lot. All right, but it has to go through the point 4, negative 6. So which of those, if you plug in 4, negative 6, it'll check? Okay, so let's try the first one. Plug negative 6 in for y. Plug plug in 4 for x. Negative 6 equals negative 12 plus 6. Does negative 6 equal negative 6? Yes, it does. So you should have gotten 1 for number 45. Okay, next. You didn't have to do 46 or 47. Okay, 48. After a composition of transformations, which we call the sequence. So don't let that phrase composition throw you off. Just doing a couple different transformations. So you go from ABC to A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. What composition of transformations was used? So how did you get this triangle to match up with this triangle? What would you do? Well, hopefully you recognize that the triangle is getting smaller. So the scale factor is less than 1. So if the scale factor is less than 1, we're not dilating it by 2, so it can't be either one of those. All right. Now, does that look like a quarter turn or a half turn? Hopefully you said half turn. Choice 3. Okay. 48, 49. Which number is equal to 3.6 times 10 to the 5? So just take your decimal point, move it 5 places to the right. Okay. Again, positive exponent does not mean, positive exponent means big number. All right, so hopefully you crossed off 3 and 4. The exponent is not how many zeros you put down. Sometimes it works out that way, but it's not always the case. So if I move 5 places to the right, start between the 3 and the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Choice 1. And lastly, number 50. Okay, 2 integers have a sum of 53 and a difference of 3. What are they? So it's actually a systems question. Okay, 2 numbers I add together, I get 53. But when I subtract them, I get 3. So it's actually set up for an elimination pretty quickly. The y's cancel, combine your x's. Okay, divide 2, x equals 28. Okay, well if x is 28, 28 plus y equals 53. Subtract 53 minus 28 is 25. So there you go. Should have gotten 28 and 25. Okay, there you go, guys. There's the solutions to problems 31 to 50. So go ahead and do 51 to 70 next. Skip problems 64 and 68. I'll put that in the Google Classroom. Hope these are helping. After we get through this assignment, I'll have some different individual lessons for you that I'll walk you through. We're also going to do a Desmos as a class here, a couple Desmos. Another Kahoot again if you want. Hope you enjoyed that. Again, keeping it fresh. Go help somebody today at home. Okay, do some extra chores. Help mom and dad out. Do what you can do. Okay, and this stupid thing is annoying. I win. Later, guys. Have a good day.